So after the absolutely crazy earnings we talked about last time, there definitely is a ton of insane stuff happening to Clover Health investment stock again. Also seeing some almost 14% spikes to over $9 again as a result of the report. As we've pulled back to previous levels and are now sitting back at the major support level we've reached after the recoveries from the incredible 458% jumps a few months ago. However, what we are going to do today is give you an updated insight into what is happening to Clover Health stock and break down exactly whether it is still a buy at the end. And as the analysis in the video is absolutely crucial to consider before buying the stock, make sure to stay tuned. But before we jump right in, just hit that subscribe button down below. And as we'll keep you updated on breaking news and awesome trading opportunities every single day, subscribing would not only help us but also you. So there is really no excuse for not smashing the subscribe button. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you feel so. Alright, so let's start talking about the company. And despite covering this way more in depth in the last video, the price of the stock is still heavily influenced by this, which is why we'll quickly go over it before also coming to some crucial aspects and news that need to be considered before buying the stock. And we're talking of course about the new released earnings report pulling some pretty insane numbers this quarter, starting off with revenue growth of more than 140% on a year-over-year comparison, while now sitting at a tremendous $412 million for only the second quarter of this year. But even if we just use the last quarter with already impressive $200 million in revenue, we still see some huge 100% increases here. And as stated in the report, Clover then invested heavily back into the company with the extra money, for example with an immense $107 million just for new staff as well as general expenses. But this is definitely not the only fields in which we could see some crazy growth, as there is also a ton of stuff noticeable in regard to the company's actual core product, the Clover Assistant. So as you probably already know, the company basically offers a highly trained artificial platform called the Clover Assistant to drastically improve treatment to the, as we'll also see in a second, now bigger than ever customer group focusing primarily on Medicare-eligible patients while being able to massively reduce work that has to be done by doctors. Furthermore, the platform definitely convinces with its for the industry perfect scalability, which is pretty hard to achieve with normal staff. So now coming to the just mentioned customer group, the company also reported some pretty crazy new numbers, showing some huge improvements here as well. In fact, there are now almost 100,000 lives under Clover Assistance management, equaling an insane 230% compared to the second quarter of last year. Furthermore, just the assistant alone is now estimated to bring in an astonishing more than $1 billion in revenue over the whole year. But in the case of Clover, there's another thing that truly differentiates the company from many other ones, the incredible jumps in price a few months ago. And it actually gapped up more than 450% on some unusually high volume, making it one of the most talked about Medicare Advantage insurers as said in the last video. But especially retail traders have massively hyped up the stock on forums like Wall Street Bets, mainly due to the tremendous short squeeze potential it had before breaking out, with short interest sitting at more than 43%. And with the help of the aforementioned hype, we were able to see something like the massive short squeezes that occurred in January, with the price gapping up considerably as shorts were forced to cover their positions, causing the stock to skyrocket. But it's precisely this short interest that makes Clover Health such an attractive investment right now again, especially following recent 64% pullbacks. And currently sitting at a major support level right around $8, with more investors also being prepared to buy at more reasonable levels, these lower prices may indicate even greater return possibilities. But that's not even considering the new remarkable earnings for the second quarter, showing some significant growth in almost every sector of the company, and revenue for the full year expected to fall in the range of an astonishing $1.4 to $1.5 billion. And when combined with Clover's super high growth business model, some future growth is pretty much certain. So if the company can continue to meet or outperform its expectations, the stock definitely has a ton of upside potential. Alright, if you liked this video and want to support our mission of providing free financial information here on YouTube, please ensure you're subscribed and definitely consider leaving a like. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.